Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. We just unboxed Splat, and her figure is absolutely amazing once you get it out of the packaging. And I think the figure looks better than the artwork too, which is not often that happens, but that is definitely the case here. That said, what we want to do, following in that order, we want to take a look at her vehicle, which is the Splatter Splasher. It is a magic element vehicle. It is a sea vehicle, so not a flying machine like some people seem to have thought. I think the reason people were thinking that is the soda skimmer for Big Bubble Poffice, which we don't have yet. People were like, okay, skimmer, that's going to be our little boat, our ship. And then this looks like Chaos's deal, kind of. It's going to be, an air vehicle, or a sky vehicle, I should say. No, it is water as well, so sea, if you will. But picked it up at Toys R Us. I guess, what is their price? I don't even know. But they change up stuff too often, and they charge $1 more. $13.99, $12.99, somewhere in there. Got it on their spin $40, get $20 off deal, so that's not too shabby. Spinning it around to the backside, there is a hot streak. You basically throw it on the portal and you are good to go. So there's the in-game box art. That's actually kind of a cool shot. It doesn't match the color scheme too well, but we will see how it looks. Right here, if you have Splat and the Splatter Splasher, you get the supercharged Splatter Splasher, which all I'm really seeing done is the aura has changed. Looks like there's kind of the scoop right there. I don't see a scoop on this one, but I do see the sort of like the fan in the back, kind of like a swamp buggy or something. Other featured vehicles: Thump Truck, Splatter Splasher, Shield Striker, and Toon Buggy. Toon Buggy and Bone Bash Roller Bra gotta be coming sometime soon. But the problem is, I don't know if that is before New Year's, Valentine's, Super Bowl, who knows, but somewhere in that time frame I assume we should be getting them. So speaking of Shield Striker and Thump Truck, there they are. So we'll go ahead and open this thing up again. Wave 3 here in the US, pretty much everywhere now. I saw a few at Target a while back, but GameStop, Toys R Us, they're both well equipped, I must say. Amazon's got them. Online, Toys R Us and GameStop as well. Not sure on the stock, but hey, I try to help you out as best I can. So we'll set that down, and right here, this is our sticker sheet for the Splatter Splasher. Again, I would have loved a card. Batteries died there, but here is the artwork again. I personally would prefer the cards over the stickers, but here, at least with the vehicles, it's not something that's been established, so I guess it's acceptable. But again, use those for whatever you want to. Storage cases, Power A, vehicle garage, whatever you might do. We will set that down for now. At least they're the same size. That's one thing that would have driven me crazy. It's like if the character was a little bit smaller type of a deal, but side by side they have the same dimension, so that is something. Trying to focus on the positives. While the batteries died, I went ahead and saved you the trouble of watching me pull this out. And we just unboxed it already. So there on the bottom you can see the Magic Element logo. I always associate purple with magic and royalty type of a color, so it's nice to see that on the bottom of the ship here instead of some like gaudy gold or something. Which there, speaking of that gold, there we've got it. However, as much as I don't like gold, it does tie in nicely with purple, and it kind of complements the pink, so that's sort of an interesting deal. Right here, you've kind of got your induction for the engine, if you will. The seat sort of has the, interesting, it's a full round wheel there, but right here, you've kind of got the padded, sort of a luxurious looking seat. One prominent feature here, which a lot of people probably think that's like exhaust or something, which I guess it could be, but generally, these pink-tipped ports would be our exhaust. Looks like she's running on 6 cylinders. But right here, it kind of matches her antlers, if you will. Sort of ties in with that whole fawn theme, so that's a pretty sweet touch there. Plus, I like that it sort of terminates in like a solid color from a translucent. And that's sort of, I think they painted over the translucent, so it kind of gives it like a blue hue at times. Right here, sort of, you got the wings for the aerodynamics. It kind of looks like a, like if we were in Grand Theft Auto and it was a cartoon, Vice City. That was a great game when I was in high school. But you come in, and whenever you would like have the speedboat stuff, if you took the antlers off, that's kind of what this would look like. I could see it being down there, some Cuban dude in the 80s or something. But there we are. It looks like on the exhaust she's gone for some custom powder coated pink exhaust tips or something, so that's kind of a nice touch. But overall, not too shabby of a vehicle. Again, this is a sea vehicle. You got land, sea, and sky. A lot of people think it's sky because it sort of looks like Chaos's vehicle, and it's like, well, Soda Skimmer from Pop Fizz, that's, you know, the magic sea vehicle. This is a magic element sea vehicle, just like the Soda Skimmer. So it is what it is. I kind of thought it'd be cool to have like a... Actually, wouldn't it be neat if a magic element vehicle could like transcend all three? Sort of like she's got some, you know, wings that pop out this way, or the antlers fall out or something, and then she can transition to land type of a thing. That would have been neat, kind of like a Mario Kart 8 sort of a deal. But here she is side by side with her signature vehicle. Again, when you do this in-game, this would supercharge the combo, give it the blue aura, change up a few of the parts and stuff of that nature. So, speaking along those lines, let's go ahead, as I believe I've done in the past. I've kind of, just to give you a little bit more, this is straight out of the strategy guide here. I so wish these were numbers, but they're not. But what we can see is that the armor is pretty much the lowest. It's not the greatest handling. Acceleration, okay. Top speed would be the strong suit. And surprisingly, it's quite the heavy vehicle, so maybe it can withstand some bumps a little better or dish them out. Attacks, it looks like we have Oil Ink, tap Attack 1 to paint your targets. And then Inkling Interceptor. This kind of sounds Splatoonish, does it not? Tap Attack 3 to fire a paint bomb that leaves an Inkling that attacks nearby enemies. So that's kind of a cool deal here. Performance mods, you've got the Easel Exhaust. That's a nice tie-in. The Abstract Driller. And then we have got the Modern Hydros. And lastly, supercharged, we have the Water Cooler Mixer. So, recapping those, plus 10 acceleration, plus 10 top speed, plus 10 handling, and right here plus 300 armor, plus 5 speed, minus 10 handling, plus 5 weight. Over here in the specialty mods, you've got the Speed Sculpture, plus 300 armor. That looks sort of like what we have default on the vehicle. Ink Jets for plus 10 acceleration. Acrylic Spoiler for plus 10 top speed. And lastly, you sort of get that like swamp buggy fan, if you will. Paint Palette Wheel for plus 10 handling. Her horn options, you got the Bristle Whistle, the Airbrush Horn, that's a good one. Graffiti Clamor, and the Hue Tone, which that's another clever play on words there. So, using Splatter Splasher. You know what? You should probably look at the vehicle, right? That would be more exciting for you. If not, let me know if you'd like to read along with me. Again, my apologies on my voice. Never have lost it, but it seems like I should because everyone else did. But Splatter Splasher is a solid all-around sea vehicle with better than average attacks. It is a good choice for someone first trying out racing on water. There you go. What vehicle should you get for your first sea vehicle? The Splatter Splasher, at least according to this. So let's come in here. Inkling Interceptor doesn't hit hard with individual shots, but it lingers for some time and ticks away the health of trailing racers. Oiled Ink, the primary attack, is a good missile attack that tracks targets, making Splatter Splasher a good candidate for boss pursuit. Another one, that being the burn cycle. So if you're having trouble racing against Splatter Splasher, this is what they suggest. Do whatever you can manage to push it off course. That's an interesting strategy, especially since this looks to be heavy. I mean, I haven't compared it to all the other sea vehicles, but I mean, that's one of its most prominent features on the graph. Do whatever you can manage to push it off course. Pick your spot for the finishing blow carefully. Splatter Splasher can drop Inkling Interceptors that attack you as you try to pass. So it sounds like a pretty sweet setup for the Splatter Splasher, but we'll have to check it out in-game. We will get that done soon. Characters come first, then the vehicles. But overall, not too shabby of a vehicle. I think it looks way better out of the packaging, personally. Again, I'm not huge on the gold, but it does tie in nicely with this color scheme, I think. So it looks like it suits her, and I guess that's what matters the most. There seems to be nothing to play with on this one. There's like no moving parts or anything like that. Do not put it in the tub or the sink or anything like that. It is not set up for that. But one thing, you know what? And they actually did it. I was going to say one thing I might do is come in and like custom paint that, but they've actually thrown a pink inside the hood scoop. Kind of gives off the illusion of heat. So that's actually pretty cool. This is actually a pretty well executed one in my opinion. So there we go. This is a Splatter Splasher Wave 3 Magic Element C vehicle available now. Signature driver, of course, is Miss Splat, perched back up there on the shield striker. And we're going to take a look at that next. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. You can also check out the Skylander Club forum at SkylanderClub.com. Sign up there. We would love to have you join us. That said, for myself and the Splatter Splasher, we will catch you back here next time.